Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. I have a planting video for you today, a repotting video. I have two plants that are struggling and I have an idea of why they're struggling, but I figured I'd go ahead and film the process of taking a look at the plants. These are still in their original soil that I got them from the store. I believe they both came from Lowe's. And so I thought we'd go over that together and see exactly what the problem was with these plants and put them in some new soil and to make them happy again. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so both of these are hanging plants, and one of them was in my bedroom and one of them was here in the dining room. This one here is my Cebu blue. And I don't know if you remember when I got this plant, it was very much waterlogged when I got it. And it had been getting a lot of yellow leaves. Well, the yellow leaves haven't stopped. So, okay, I figured that is not a good sign. I knew I was not overwatering it because I was waiting for it to completely dry out till I watered it again. So let me just take it out of the macrame here. In looking at the plant, lifting it up, I noticed that the roots were coming out. See that? And they were kind of sitting in some water in here. So seeing this, I knew I had to repot it. And I knew that it had not been, the original soil had not been changed out. So that in itself is, you know, a sign. So that's the reason we're changing this one out. Now the second one is partly my fault. My Philodendron Brazil. I know friends, look how sad she's looking. My girl from Ipanema is not happy. She was drying out so quickly. I'd water her and she was drying out so quickly that I had to water her again. So again, this one is in the original soil. It is in a nursery pot, a plastic nursery pot inside of this terracotta one. And she was doing good for a while and then she kind of stopped. So I knew something was up. If she was drying out so quickly, that was typically a sign that she didn't have a whole lot of room or something else was going on. I do like this terracotta pot, but I know, let's take this out and see what we got. Okay, we do have, oh, she's super light. We do have a little bit of roots coming out. She's super light. Look at that, and I can just pop her right out. Yeah, see, she's a little bit, the soil is not as chunky or doesn't look as healthy as I'd like it to. So that's gonna be, I'm gonna put her back in the same pot, but with new soil, cut her back some, and give her a really good drink of water. So to do that, let me get set up here and we'll start off with the Cebu blue first. I'm gonna give you a dual camera view today, okay? Let's get this going here. Now, I hope that you don't hear this buzzing sound because my neighbor decided today to sand something or other, and he's just right here on the other side of this wall. So, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I need to do this today. Okay. Now, I do still have cuttings from the Cebu blue that I am I heard something snap that I'm propagating. I need to loosen up the sides some because I don't want to stress it even more. I already know it's got a lot of roots. Oh, oh, mamma mia. Yeah, she's a little root bound, isn't she? Look at that, friends. This is why she was struggling so much. She just had no room, nowhere to go, no fresh soil, and that's why she was getting so many yellow leaves. So while I have her here, let me just take off these yellow leaves. Now the pot I'm going to put her in is a ceramic pot. Now that I look at those roots, I hope it will fit her. Well, I think she'll fit, but I'm hoping that it'll do her for a while, because I honestly didn't think that the roots were this bad or that much grown. It's not bad, it's just they're very root bound.
Eventually.
Okay, so I'm on to plan C because I was worried once I got all what I could of the soil off, I realized that it was not going to fit into this pot that I originally had thought. So plan C, found another pot. This is a 10-inch pot, plastic, very deep, that will fit. Now I'm going to have to make this, I have a little moss pole here that I'm going to put on it, because this pot will not fit into the macrame hanging there. So this plant will now have to be, which I don't mind at all, making it a upward vining plant on a moss pole. So I got off as much as I possibly could of the soil and such. I've added soil into this pot, and it is to the level that I need it. I've got about 1.5 inches on around the edge of the root ball. And somehow I'm gonna have to, let's see, I'm right-handed. Let's switch this around. Put some soil in here. And I just like to work with my hands. So I think she's gonna be so much happier, friends. I'm hoping that this will stop the yellow leaves and that she will show more growth. Now, the propagation pieces that I have of her, tuck those back in there, I will make a hanging plant, because those I can put into a smaller pot and hang those. So, not all is lost. Although I was getting rather frustrated there. I had to take a moment and pray. So, onward we go. And this is a moss pole that I had from, I think this is the part of the one that was on Mark, from when I changed out his pole. And this is turning out to be oh, so much more than I anticipated. Now, with Cebu blues, and I'm just gonna, like a ponytail, just put it all up here. With Cebu blues, as they grow up, because in the wild, Cebu blues have fenestrations or slits in their leaves, like a monstera would. So, but really they only achieve them when they're growing up. So, maybe my Cebu blue will now get fenestrations if I have her. Oh girl. Okay. We'll get you cleaned up before we take some good pictures. Not perfect, but it will do for now. I'll have to spend some time in really dolling her up. But you know what? God is good, because it all worked out for good. I had planned on putting this in another hanging basket and putting it back on that window, but now she is in a bigger pot on a totem pole that she's going to be growing up, and she's going to be going somewhere on the floor somewhere, and I'll find a good place for her. So that's the Cebu blue. Oh, it is so light. Here's the lady from Ipanema, Philodendron, Brazil. If you've never heard that song, friends, Google it. That's what I call her, Ipanema. So now that I'm not using this blue one, this already has a lip on it for draining. So I could use, oh, this is really heavy, but I think it won't be too heavy. And I could put this one directly into that blue ceramic one and use the terracotta for something else. So, yeah, Carmen, that's a great idea. She's so dry. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. Look how dry she is. So let's take off some of this, and I can see I've got some dead leaves in here. Now with ceramic, she'll stay moist longer because ceramic stays moist longer. The water does not evaporate as quickly as in terracotta, where it evaporates much quicker. So that will help with part of the problem. And I think I'm going to put her out here in the dining room because the hook that I have hanging here is much more secure than the hook I have hanging in my bedroom. Gosh knows I don't want this plant to fall around the edge. And this is a pot that she can easily grow into. Oh, just barely. I'm going to go through here and really take a look at some of these, and I'm just going to give it a hard chop because I really want her to have a fresh start. Some of these are so dry. When they're like this, yellow like that, and no leaves growing on the nodes, that's not good. Give it a fresh start. Okay. Oh man, she's looking better already. Turn it around. Okay, she's got a leaf opening right there. I'm going to leave that alone. Doesn't look too good. Oh, sorry, honey, neither do you. Leaf, leaf. Okay. So, not super hard chop. I mean, she's still got some trails on there. So, I have some water here that I've mixed in the elm dirt plant juice. And it's going to go through until I see it come out on the lip. There she comes. So I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. Let's go water the Cebu Blue, and I'll show you where I've put them all, okay? Okay, so here we are in the dining room, and I put the Philodendron Brazil in this matching macrame to this one. And this is where she's going to be for now. Although this ceramic pot, yes, it is a bit heavy. That hook up there, that bracket up there, is much more secure than the one in my room. So I'm feeling much safer that she'll be fine out here. Now the Cebu Blue is down here with the new moss pole. I have watered both of the plants so they're nice and happy. And this pot has a little saucer underneath to catch the water. And in a couple of days, once she's settled in a little more, I'll take the time to rewrap her her strands, her tendrils a little bit better, because I just kind of put them up like a quick ponytail. And it's not one that I want to leave permanently, so I'll rewrap those in a little bit. But I think they're going to do great right here. I'm so happy that I did this because I could see these plants were struggling. I wasn't sure why. Obviously, she had issues with being root bound, and she was a little bit root bound also, but needed fresher soil. So I think they're both going to do great. Don't you? Yeah, people want to see you, honey. Okay. Okay, friends, that's it for today. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending a little bit of your day with us. Rosie's being a little bit shy right now, but she's doing good. Huh, honey? Yeah, she knows she's on camera. That's why she's shy. If you enjoyed this video, friends, please do give it a thumbs up. That really, truly helps me out so very much. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. You don't want to miss Rosie or any of our repots or shop with me's or any of those videos, okay? Thanks so much, friends. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.